Guys, I have another guest for you. I'm so excited. Her name is Florence Mulenga. Florence, are you ready? Let us know if you are ready so you can come up. So, guys, we are here to encourage girls pursue STEM, science, and technology, and we're here to showcase these scientists. So, let's have Florence. Hi, Florence. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm so excited. Finally, I have you. You have come to my show.
I was so excited as well. I was like, I have to go because we've had this
I was not
conversation for.
gonna let you. I was not gonna let you off the hook. I was gonna keep pushing. Guys, Florence, she's from Zambia. She's a pharmacist. She's going to tell us more. I don't want to preempt. Um, she's in STEM. She's a very staunch advocate for STEM. So she's gonna share with us. I'm so excited. She's a very busy person, and I managed to pull her here. So, Florence, would you mind introducing yourself? And feel free to share with us. We are so glued, thirsty for the knowledge, for all the exciting things that you have. Please share with us. Yes, introduce yourself, Florence.
All right, thank you so much. My name's Florence Jedidiah Mlenga, and I'm from the University of Zambia. I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in pharmacy, and I'm also an award-winning innovator. I've innovated something
Yes.
and received a couple of awards for it. So yes, and I'm also the programs officer for the Zambia National STEM Foundation.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh, thank you so much for having you. So, Florence, I always ask my viewers this question. The reason why I do, I will always explain this. Each person is unique. Each person, how they navigated STEM is unique. So, I would like to hear from you. How did your story start about STEM? Where did it start from?
Well, that's a very good question because I've been asked that question a number of times, and when you were asking the previous people that you were interviewing, I got to
Yes.
listen to their story, and for me, it was the authenticity that came out in them on how they actually started, and I
Yes.
decided to be like, okay, let me be honest with myself and see exactly how
Yes.
it was. And I remember that it actually started by me opening a biology textbook, like it was a grade 10 biology
Wow.
textbook. I
Yes.
opened it and I was like, you know what, Florence? What if you could read this book from the beginning to the end? I think that
Ah,
would be great for exams, right? I was
yes.
telling
Yes.
myself that. And I was like, well, let's give it a try. And I was so glued. I was glued to it like it was a novel. I was so interested in it. So for me, a passion in STEM had developed from there. And then also sitting next to my friend, my best friend, she
Mhm.
was so sure that she wanted to become a medical doctor, a pediatrician, by the
And
way, as a first.
how old were you, Florence?
I was like, how old was I in grade 10? Okay, in 2014, I was 15, and
Yes.
2014, I did my grade 12. So 2013, 20, I think I was like, I must have been 13. Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Yes.
Yeah. So like I was 13 and I just realized my passion. I'm like, okay, I think let me go for it. And the person that I was seated next to really helped out because she was so passionate about medicine. And I was like, this girl is so sure about what she wants. Anyway, let me check out what she wants. Maybe I would want what she wants.
Yes.
So I
Why
decided
not? Yes.
I decided to find out why she's so interested in what she was interested about. And I became interested, that just like what you're doing on this show,
Yes.
um, inspiring people to be interested in these STEM related fields. So that's how I decided, okay, fine, let me try to pursue something in science. So yeah, I just became interested by just opening that book. And also, it was also influenced by the girl I was seated next to, and also my aunt who did pharmacy. She knew
Yes.
everything about these things, and I that intrigued me. I was so interested in knowing exactly how one small molecule is
Yes.
able to you are a whole human being. For me, that was interesting.
Wow. Wow. That's interesting. Oh my goodness. Wow. So after that, now then you started going. You were in grade. You went to high school, and then what other challenges did you face as you now decided to pursue STEM finally?
During high school?
Yes.
Uh, During high school, the challenges were, I'd have to think. For me, okay, it wasn't challenging because I was at an all-girls school and
Okay.
few girls were actually interested in science. So for
Yes.
me, that like made me a little bit different from a lot of people. So for
Mhm.
me, that that feeling of feeling different felt
Mhm.
amazing to me. So for me, it wasn't challenging. I think maybe the challenging part would be having to figure out certain things on your own,
Yes.
because you know how government schools are here. I don't know if you know about that. You know,
Yes. I
sometimes
do.
the teacher won't come to class, and then you
Mhm.
have to figure out what you're going to study for your exams.
Yes.
So that was quite challenging because I had to figure that out on my own. I
Yeah.
had to look for textbooks to teach myself. But
Resources.
I
Yes.
yeah, but I felt that that helped me grow and
Mhm.
made me like someone who can be like a fighter on their own, like someone who can even survive university because you're capable of finding material for yourself. So
And you
yeah,
know what, Florence, what you're saying is very true because even here, even if there are resources, you have to know what resource you want, right? You can't just because there are resources, it's not gonna come on your table and say, "Oh, here is physics book that concerns your test."
yeah,
You have to go look for it. You have to know what to look for, what to search for. So it's
yeah,
almost the same thing, and it's that drive that I always admire about you scientists and engineers, that drive in you that keeps you, trying to fighting to get what you want. Wow, that's interesting. So now finally you went to the university, right? And are you still there or you have completed?
I'm still there
Wow, when are you completing?
next year.
Wow. Guys, Florence is amazing. So, would you share with us how you have invented something? Because some people wonder how you're still a student, you have that brain to still invent something or think about it. How did it start? I'll let you share with my viewers.
All right, thank you so much. So it started when a certain girl came to. Oh, let me just mention her name because she's actually one of my role models. So
Yes.
her name is Godfrida. So
Mhm.
she came to talk to us about how she's an ambassador for Southern African Network for biosciences,
Mhm.
and she talked to us about how she won a competition
Mhm.
where she talked about creating a transdermal patch. I don't know if you know what a transdermal patch is, where
Not
like
really. Uh-huh.
you put like the patch on your skin
Uh-huh.
and it distributes medicine into your body.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, like it continuously releases medicine into your body until you remove
Mm.
it, you discontinue. So she wanted to do that for the antiretroviral drugs, which are for
Mhm.
HIV, so
Yes.
that sad patients don't have to like forget what time they have to drink their medicine because they
Yes.
drink their medicine every day. And then she
Mhm.
wanted the patch to be waterproof so you could
Mhm.
actually swim with
Bath.
it or it, and you could put it like on your back and no one will have to see that, no one will have to stigmatize you and stuff. And it was a really really good project. So you would find that she won the whole country, she won that competition
Wow.
in
Yes.
Zambia, and she went to South Africa. She won in South Africa as well, and
Yes.
she was sponsored to go to Finland. So yeah, so for me, I found that really exciting that she was having impact on society, and while
Yes.
having impact, she was traveling. So for me, that
Yes.
was really exciting, and I was
Like
like, I'm
me,
going
I
to
love traveling.
yeah. So I was like, I'm definitely going to sign up for this. So I signed up, but then when signing up, you obviously need an idea that's going
Yes,
to have impact in your community. So I looked
correct.
around me and I saw something that was affecting my friends and family members, and I
Mhm.
realized that the most common thing was asthma. So I'm trying to fix the camera. I don't know if it's in the right position, but yeah.
I,
So
yeah, it's a
yeah, so
little
most
bit
of the
busy, but oh, your story is interesting.
Oh, okay, all right. Let me try to like put it somewhere where it will
Sure,
be.
take your time. Take your time. We can't wait. We are thirsty for the story.
All
Yes, when
right.
it's not stable, yeah,
That's
it's more
yeah.
definitive.
That's how
Definitive.
most of them were like, some of them were asthmatic and stuff. So I was like, okay, let me try to think of, like, in terms of asthma, why is it that's causing people to go into an asthmatic attack? So I was
Mhm.
like, it's mostly because something in the environment has triggered the attack. So I was like,
Yes.
okay, why not design something that they continuously inhale so that it stabilizes their lungs? Because, in an asthmatic attack, your lungs go under constriction. So I was
Correct.
like, what if you had something that just kept your lungs stable the whole time, even if you encountered an allergy in the environment?
That's
So
a
I
deep thought, Florence. That's not easy for someone to just think like that. Do you understand that?
yes, it's not. I just realized when it got attention on social media. Yeah, so that's
Yes.
how I applied with an idea of creating a deodorant, because deodorant is the only thing that we constantly inhale, to the point that you don't even remember that you put perfume on, but other people can smell it on you. So
Yeah.
if you're inhaling it inside, it's keeping your lungs stable. So that
Yes.
was my idea, and I applied with it. And our applications were sent to SA South Africa, and
Mhm.
they got to like about 15 students in the
Yes.
whole country. And amongst those 15 students, we had to compete. People had great ideas, amazing ideas. Like, up to now, I'm just blown away at how girls in my country are thinking. I was just
Yes.
like, wow, if only we could just give them a platform, to express themselves,
Wow.
have their
That's
ideas turn into
interesting. Yes.
reality. Yeah, so that's how I decided, okay, yeah, I applied, and then I got picked among the 15 girls. We competed and I won phase one, first of all.
Mhm.
And I didn't even get to finish presenting my idea, by the way. So I was just like, it was just the
Yes.
grace of God. So I made
Yes.
it to phase two. But then during phase two, they said those who were really, really good in phase one will go and compete, first of all, for another competition at the
Yes.
Zambia Entrepreneurship Summit. So I went to the Zambia Entrepreneurship Summit, competed there. I
Mhm.
won that summit, which was
Wow.
really, yes. And then we went back to the other competition. Then I
Mhm.
won phase three, which was the final phase, and we got to be sponsored to go to like South Africa and attend the Africa Women Empowerment Innovation. Wait, Africa Empowerment and Innovation Forum. I hope I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. A WIF in
Mhm.
South Africa. Everything was paid for, and it was amazing. You get to meet women who are doing amazing things, and you get to be inspired. You're not just like in a box where you think you're the best. You go
Yes.
out there, realize that there are people doing amazing things, people who have amazing stories. So you get
Correct.
to be inspired to do great things as well. So
Mhm.
when we came back from SA, I just found myself on social media, like everybody was talking about my story. I was like, what? I remember being on a bus and someone was like, you look like a girl on the newspaper. I was like, for real? I don't even know her, but it was me. So I was like, but
Yes.
yeah, I thought at the end that it was me. So yeah, it was really exciting. First of all, uh, when your story is known, like, fame does come with privileges, but it also comes with disadvantages. There's
Yes.
cyberbullying,
Mhm.
but then I focus on the positive side,
The
which is the
positive
doors
side.
that it has opened for me. I couldn't be speaking to you right now if you didn't hear about me. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
so people heard about me. Later on, the Pharmaceutical Society of Zambia heard about me.
Mhm.
Uh, um, I was awarded as the youngest, I was awarded as the Young Pharmaceutical Innovator of the Year
Ye-
2020, and I was the
Yes.
first student to ever receive that award by the Pharmaceutical Society of Zambia. And
Mhm.
then just a few days later, I was awarded by the Government of the Republic of Zambia under the National Youth Development Council in
Yes.
partnership with the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the Ministry of higher education.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
later on this year, I was awarded by, funny enough, the Economics Association of Zambia, which is weird because of economics.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, Economics Association of Zambia, and then later on, I was awarded for I was listed as the top 30 under 30
Yes.
Zambian future of Zambia. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the list goes on. But yeah.
Wow, wow. So when do we expect, you are still working on it? When do we expect to see this product? Yeah, roughly, would you mind sharing with us?
Okay, so I like how you mentioned the fact that in the US you guys have like resources available and stuff. Here it's crazy. It's really crazy, man. Like you really have to fight to actually, do experiments and all that. So
Yes.
I decided rather than stress myself mentally, because I mean
Hmm.
my mental health is important as well. I
Yes.
would rather like take it up for my masters, which will be done
Correct.
abroad,
Yes.
hopefully, where there are
Yes.
resources. I'm not trying to downgrade my country, like we're doing amazing
No,
things, we're
of
still
course,
growing
no,
up.
no, no.
Yeah,
Because even
but
me, I went to school there, but here I am. Appreciate what I learned from there, and that's why I'm here. So yes,
yeah, exactly. So it's just that resources are very difficult to find,
yes,
and
true, true.
very hard for you to like progress in your on your experiments and all that stuff. So it's very, very difficult. You need like a whole pharmaceutical industry to carry out something successfully. And I would prefer that there's a whole pharmaceutical industry that has everything to
Hmm.
actually help me. Even like their staff should be
Yes,
able to impart knowledge in me and be like, okay, you know what, we could go in this direction. I'm
yes,
thinking that maybe we add chemical A to chemical B instead of
yes,
the other way around. I think it will work faster that way to target the receptors. So you're just like, yeah, because I'm young and I obviously don't know everything, so I would need that
yes.
guidance. So yeah,
Hmm.
for me, that's exactly what I would prefer to take it up for my masters.
Yeah, and I hope I have quite a lot of engineers here, guys who are in medicine, pharmacy. If you are hearing Florence Mlenga's story, you know, share it among so we can support her, how whatever we can do so she can make it and give us that product we are really, really need. you know there are so many patients who would love to have it, so many people. So I hope someone is listening, somehow, somewhere there, whatever need she may need. uh we never know, but this is Florence Menga from Zambia. She's still a student, very young, still pursuing pharmaceutical. How do you say, pharmacist or pharmaceutical?
Pharmacy. Pharmacy.
Wow. Thank you so much, Florence, for sharing that. So, Florence, I know you're a STEM advocate, a staunch one. So, how do you encourage girls to pursue STEM? What would you say to a girl growing up right now? I know you're still a student, but what would you say to a girl growing up in STEM, trying to pursue STEM?
Okay. So what I can say is don't be afraid. Like I've had people tell me, like I just feel math is hard. Math is for guys because this thing is just not for girls. We're
Mm-hmm.
just not made like that. That is a lie,
Mm-hmm.
because your brain is neither female nor
Mm-hmm.
male.
Yes,
Your brain
correct.
is just a brain, and
Mm-hmm.
whatever you tell it to do, it will do. If you command it and say this is for guys, it's going to believe you and say definitely this is for guys, it is not for you. But if
Yes.
you tell it that brain, we're
Mm.
neither female nor male here, we're here
Yes.
to do the job, we are competent enough,
Mm-hmm.
then your brain will automatically say, whatever it takes, I need to understand what I am studying. When you get your book, when you're doing your math, you're doing your science. Let me focus first on math.
Yes.
Practice. Be
Mm-hmm.
practical about it. Practice, practice. If it's math, I used to practice math every day. I knew
Mm-hmm.
that I'm not obviously going to pursue math like the whole entire of my whole life. I'm not like going to do engineering or anything. But I knew that I needed math to get to where I wanted to be. So I
Yes.
started practicing, because I knew that practice makes perfect. Even
Yes.
if you're the last person in your class, you get the lowest grades. But if you just decide to practice, let's say math for even just 15 minutes a day, that's one thing my
Mhm.
mom always used to tell me, you
Yes.
would definitely be at the top. It doesn't even take time. And when you're stuck on something, ask for help.
Yes.
Like don't just sit there and be, no, I don't want to talk.
Tormented.
I'm not a people person. If trust me, if you have that mentality, you're not going to go anywhere in life. You need
Mm.
people to survive. In Africa, we believe in Ubuntu. Ubuntu means I
Yes.
cannot be where I am
Mm.
without you. You need
Mhm.
people to where you are. So definitely this interview, I would not have been here if it was not for you. And you would
Mm.
not have had me if it wasn't for me. So like we
Yes.
need in life.
Big
So if you're
time.
stuck in something, in math, in science, whatever, don't just sit there and scratch your head and just be stressed. No, there's always someone who knows what you're stuck on. Go and approach that lecturer, go and approach that teacher, go and approach that fellow student. And trust
Mhm.
me, you'll be a step further than you were seated on your own trying to figure things out. But of course, first of all, try to figure it out on your own. Then when you fail, that's when you approach someone. Unlike finding it in the exam and then now you're just like, oh my gosh, now I don't know what to do. Figure
Mhm.
it before the exam. So don't be afraid. Your brain is neither male or female. Go ahead and fight your fight, don't be scared of anything. You can do anything you set your mind to. Look at Elon Musk already wanting to go to Mars.
Mm.
Has
Yes.
any of us ever thought of that? But he believes so much in himself to the point that he's made us also believe in his dream. So it's
Yes.
just about making people believe in you, because if you don't
Just
believe in
like
yourself,
we are believing in your dream that you are inventing, girl, you are a bullet.
yeah, so that's about it. That's my advice.
Wow, wow. Florence, you are amazing. Thank you so much. And guys, remember what I said? I said when you meet a scientist or an engineer who can express herself, and Florence is that one. You can see how, guys, she can express herself, talk about her product very well, and also the advice that she has given us as girls, guys. There is nothing that we cannot do. We can do anything just like the guys. So all you need is determination. Even me, when I was at school, all I did was just even if it's hard, I said, okay, let me be patient. Don't throw in the towel right away. So try to stick it in and say, okay, let me wait for tomorrow. Let me put this problem again and deal with it tomorrow. Why? Determination. In the end, you'll be like, wow, I found it. Or maybe you ask someone, oh, it's that easy. So you keep moving, things like that. Wow, Florence, thank you so much. So, Florence, what are you up to? What exactly do you want to major into when you finish your pharmacist? Does it have different career opportunities in pharmacist? Or what do you want to do? Do you want to be a researcher, or what do you want to be?
I can tell you one thing for sure. Today I could tell you that I probably want to be the Director General of the World Health Organization. I
Hmm.
probably want to pursue my
It's
master's
good
in
to
this.
dream. It's good to dream.
Yeah, it's really good. But then, like, to be honest with you, it's really difficult to pinpoint exactly where you want to be, especially when you're young. Your mind is all over the place. You're like
Yes.
confused. You want so many things. You want so many things to be done. But I think my honest answer would be whatever it is I'm going to end up doing, it should be able to impact people. It should be able to impact lives, especially financially, spiritually, and academically.
Mhm.
If I can to a point where I get to help people, like
Mhm.
maybe my innovation actually goes through. For me, that's
Yes.
impact. I'm having impact on your health, like whatever it is. I just want it to have impact on millions of lives, not just thousands, but millions.
Yes.
Because even when you're dying in peace because you know that I've left the world with impact. I've changed someone's life. So
Yes.
yeah, for me, it's just about impact. Honestly, yeah, I do have dreams and ambitions and whatnot, but whatever I'm going to end up doing, it should definitely have impact over millions of lives.
Wow. I was listening to the radio last night. A woman from Nicaragua. She's living in exile because of what's happening there in Nicaragua. Is it Nicaragua or something like that? So she said something that really hit me. Since I do bring people here, I encourage girls to pursue science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And you just mentioned that, before we die, before we have a very short life, guys, here on earth. Less than 100 years. On average, less than 70, 80, depending on how your life is, how God has put your mark on your head. But guys, we have a short life, but we need to make sure that we can impact our next generation. We can leave a legacy. We can change people's lives. What are you doing in your life? How are you changing people's lives? How are you making lives better? We all have that opportunity, and that's what Florence is talking about here. So what she's passionate about is to have an impact on people's lives. Scientists, engineers, we want to make this world a better place. to change people's lives, to make them better. So, and her invention is that, most people, they have asthma, and they, sometimes it's hard to, they have to keep puffing. I remember at school, where our friend had asthma. She has an attack, it's coming, and then she's telling me, I remember we're in the sick bay, and then she's telling me, Kirsten, please, can you get my medicine from the bag? I'm like, where is it? And then she's literally going off. I'm like, I'm so scared. I'm looking where she can't talk properly. So I had to go look for it, and finally I found it. I puffed her myself in the mouth. You can imagine. But what Florence is trying to do is, that person can smell it, right, Florence? She can smell it while she has it already. So she may not even go into an attack, right?
Yes.
Wow, that would really change people's lives, guys. So, that's some of the things that we need to, to impact people's lives, to change people's lives. Wow, Florence, thank you so much, Florence. Would like to have you again, Florence. I'll still come and drag you. I know you're so busy. You're still doing school, and pharmacy is very, very hard. I remember hearing that. I wonder how you guys put through, but I'll still call you to see how you're doing, and just to keep in touch, so you can share something with our viewers. Hope you can come again.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor. To me, I believe that each and every interview, there's at least one person who has been impacted and their lives have been changed, or even more than one. It could be a lot of people. But to me, what matters is that I've shared my story and people have gotten inspired. And I'm just so grateful that you've offered me such a platform to get to reach out to someone out there or people out there. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Whenever you need me, just let me know. And what you're doing here is really amazing. It's changing lives. Please don't stop. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. I really feel emotional right now. I really do appreciate. I hope I can impact people around there, the mothers, guardians, kids. Guys, you need to learn about these scientists. They're doing amazing. We don't know where Florence is going to be next time, guys. You have to say, oh, I was with Florence. I know that girl. Guys, make sure you can call people around, encourage other people to come listen to this show. Thank you so much. Thank you, Florence. I really do appreciate. I know you have many, many things to do, but you came here. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate. Thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoyed the show. See you next Saturday, guys. We always have very good and great guests. Thank you, guys, and bon voyage.